Welcome back. It's been a while since I talked to you, so let's catch up. I just finished Nightshade by Adam Woods. This was a 5 carat until like 94%. Literally 5 carats. And then, because this is a series, they just decided to throw a wrench into the works for no fucking reason. Leave it on a cliffhanger, I assume, so that there's stuff going on in book 2. Like, ma'am, if that was the case, you could have ended it when everything was pristine and then started book 2 when we weren't ready. You know, like, work with me. I still loved literally every minute up to that, but why would you do that to me? So in this, we follow a girl. Her name is Ophelia. She is an orphan. Her parents died in a helicopter crash, and Ophelia is convinced that they were murdered. So she decides to go to the college that they worked for to try and get some answers. She is convinced that Kane Green killed her parents, and she's gonna find her evidence at the university and everything's gonna go great. Then she meets Alex Green and realizes that she has an attraction to him, but realizes that he is the son of the man that killed her parents. And so essentially the whole book is about her trying to like fight her feelings, find her evidence, and get out. Meanwhile, of course, Alex is head over heels and is obsessed and wants to get her. And then on top of that, we have a stalker. It's just a good time. It's dark academia. It's very funny. I laughed a lot. For how dark it is, I laughed a lot. And it's not explicit. It's not fade to black, but it's not like open door either. So, I liked it, but the banter was really what kept it going because the spice level is kind of low. So I finished this, and then like 2 days ago, I finished Bat Eater and Other Names for Corazang by Kylie Lee Baker. I gave that one 4.75 carats. That arc did not come with any trigger warnings, but I really hope that the published book does. It needs trigger warnings. The amount of racism, the sexism, the fetishization, like I'm not even Asian and it was a lot for me. So I can only imagine what it would be like if you actually were like the demographic of the person in the book, you know? Like I had to take mental health breaks. It was rough. You're following a girl named Corazang. She doesn't know her culture. She doesn't know herself. She has always followed her older sister and, you know, done what was supposed to be done. She and her older sister live in New York, and this is at the height of the pandemic, where everyone stupidly was blaming Chinese people for the virus. She's trying to find like her own spot where she fits, trying to find her future. It doesn't work out. And then a racist white man shoves her sister in front of a train. So she has to deal with the loss of that. She has to deal with the fact that the police don't care. She has to deal with the fact that she is the epitome of what people are hating right now. It's a fucking lot. It's a lot. Then she becomes a crime scene cleaner and realizes that there is a pattern to the victims that she's been cleaning up after, and she and her friends take it upon themselves to try and figure out what's going on. And then like I knew where it was going, but how it got there and the actual like culmination, I wasn't ready for. I literally finished it and sat there and was like, well shit. Like, I wasn't ready. It was really good. But trigger warnings, fetishization, racism, sexism, misogyny, religious ideation, cover-ups, like, the whole nine. It's got a lot in there. For a YA, it's heavy. It's fucking heavy, bro. So, keep a lookout. Before that, I read 3 books for my mini Nancy Drew-a-thon. I read A Sinister Paradise, which is number 23. I read The Suspect Next Door, which is 39. And I read Very Deadly Yours, which is 20. Sinister Paradise is essentially Nancy and the team are flown out to to Hawaii to help look for the missing granddaughter of a mogul. And shit goes sideways. Like, a lot of shit happened. A lot of death could have occurred. Like, this one was pretty up there. The next one that I read was The Suspect Next Door. And in this one, a shop is constantly being robbed. So Nancy is hired to try and figure out what's going on with the shop. But then it turns out that her neighbor is in a toxic relationship. And it was kind of heavy for a Nancy Drew. Not only in the fact that, like, there's murder and death and thievery, but, like, the topics of, like, being in a healthy relationship, what constitutes a healthy relationship, what, like, a relationship should look like. It was pretty up there. And then Very Deadly Yours is about a crazy person who puts out a personal ad, and Bess answers the ad only to be threatened because the person placing the ad is looking for someone who took the money from a bank job that they were a part of, and he thinks that Bess is that person. And when he realizes that Bess isn't that person, he threatens her and is like, you need to find out who it is. So much was going on. There's bomb threats, there's car crashes, there's threats, there's violence, there's camaraderie, there's two-timedness. It was so good. I gave Very Deadly Yours 3.5. I gave Suspect Next Door 3.75. And I gave Sinister Paradise 3.75. So even though I cut out 7 days to read Nancy Drew, the days just got away from me. I really only finished 3 books, and I finished the last Nancy Drew on, like, the second to last day that I set out for it. So that just wasn't it. So yeah, that's what I've read in the time frame that I was gone. I am currently working on an arc for May called When We Were Killers by C.F. Barrington. I am 6 chapters into that, 6% in. It's interesting, but it's a little bit of a slow start. It takes place in the UK. It's written in UK. Like, it's slang and it's British English. So it's taking me a little bit to, like, pick up on what everything means. They're at this college, and it's just started, so they've just gotten into the college. Our main character, whose name... we're following this guy named Finn, and he is going to this college, this university, to study divinity, but not to be a preacher, but to study, like, the historical aspects of, I guess, religion and where it comes from and philosophy of it. We just got into the college. It's beautiful. It's British. Finn is Scottish. So that's a little bit of tension there. Apparently a girl died. And it's giving, like, If We Were Villains, Secret History, that kind of dark academia. I am hoping that it does a couple of things different. Because I really like If We Were Villains. But a few things occurred that I was like, if you thought about that, you wouldn't be in the mess you were in, you know? So that's where we are right now. That's pretty much it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I did lately. I went to the museum, I went to the Barbie exhibit, and I went to the Julia Childs exhibit. It was a lot of fun. I took lots of pictures. There's actually a blog post about it up already, so by the time you see this, you'll be able to see that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, I upgraded my bag. So I got a thing about bags, right? I like bags. I like to be able to like carry around the things that I want to carry around. And I have been contemplating a LaFleur bag for a long time. And I finally just said, you know what, fuck it. I have a coupon code. I'm going to get it. So I got the Toto, which is like 3 times bigger than I thought it would be. But it fits my giant ass laptop. It's beautiful, guys. This is what it looks like inside. It has this like super bright interior. It's all super organized. It fits my giant ass 16-inch laptop. It's perfect. It has a backpack. It has backpack straps on the back here. It has a shoulder strap here. And then on the front, it has this little clutch that just attaches so you can just take like your essentials. It's perfect. It has little pockets on the side that you can slide things into. There's one here, and then there's 2 on this side. There's the small one, and then there's this big one, and the big one will allow you to take the laptop out. Instead of just opening it, you can just see, you can just pull the laptop out. How fucking cool is that? So yeah, it's pretty great. I love it. The color that I got it in is cognac. It's a bit darker than I was expecting it to be. I was expecting it to be more reddy, but it's more brown. No real complaints though. It's very cute, does a great job, holds all my shit. I think that's it. I'll probably see ya again soon, because I've been reading, and I've got some more stuff to tell you about. But until then, sleuth out. I'll see you later. Bye. Welcome back. It's been a while. Just trying to survive. Just trying to stay positive in a climate that is making it increasingly difficult to do so. But hey, we're live, we're still kicking, and until they come for me, we're still reading books. So, because they came for the library, I decided that I'm going to do a 24-hour readathon full of library-centric books. We got a little mostly mostly mystery, because you know that's how I be, but I got a little science fiction in there. I don't do science fiction. Don't come for me. I'm trying something new. All of these books are from the library, so I'm like supporting them while I read them. But yeah, I'm actually kind of excited. So we're going to do Books Can Be Deceiving by Jin Min, and then we're going to do The Library of the Dead by T.L. Huchu, The Invisible Library by Genevieve Cogman, and The Lost Library by Rebecca Steed and Wendy Mass, and then Death Overdue by Allison Brooke. All of them are library centric. I'm very excited. So yeah, there's 5. This 24-hour readathon idea that I have. I still have arcs that are due. I'm 60% into Aftermath by M.K. Ahern, and I am 61% in, so I'm almost done with that. That one doesn't come out until the 20th. There's still plenty of time. This is only 24 hours. I'm just gonna see what I can get into in this 24 hours. I'm gonna do the timer method because a bitch be sleepy, and let's just head over to Goodreads and see how long these books are. Alright, the library of the Dead is 330 pages. The Visible Library, 329 pages. Deceiving a Library Lover's Mystery, Book 1 is 269 pages. Okay. Death Overdue is 329 pages. And The Lost Library is 215 pages. So with our handy dandy calculator, that is 1,472 pages. And we got 24 hours, right? So I need to read 62 pages an hour. So I have today off. I have tomorrow off. I just got me some breakfast. I'm going to get comfortable. And we're going to read and see what we can get into. What we're going to start. I don't know if I want to start The Lost Library first or The Library of the Dead first. But I'm definitely down for both. And both are really like intriguing me right now. Let's see what I start with. Catch you in a few. Starting my 24-hour marathon with I'm just hopping in. I have started my 24-hour readathon, my like library-centric 24-hour readathon. I chose 5 books. The first one that I'm starting on is The Library of the Dead by T.L. Huchu. Took a little bit of break. I have essentially read for about an hour-ish. I took a bit of a break because Boy Wonder and I went to go see Cloud in a Cornfield. It was so good. It had all of the like cheesy horror shit I was expecting. It was a fun time. I took my book so I could take my pictures. We were sat next to this couple. They were so adorable. She and I were like making jokes of the movie. It was a great time. I had a flipping blast. But definitely go see it. It's so good. The next movie on our list, the whole gang is getting together and we're gonna go see Bloodline. I'm excited about, yeah. So the next one is Bloodlines and I'm excited to see that. I'm currently reading The Library of the Dead by T.L. Huchu. I am 15% into that. I am currently reading Thrift Store Puzzles by John Bowden. I am 8% into that. I am reading The Resurrectionist by A. Ray Dunlap. And I am like 24 pages into this. And then 65%, I think, into Aftermath by M.K. Ahern. That's an arc. It comes out on the 20th, so I'm almost done. It's essentially about a like assistant curator who is researching a serial killer in a small town and an FBI agent that has lost someone and technically isn't a field agent anymore, and they work together to try and solve this case. It's very Spencer Reed coded. It hasn't really got to the good stuff yet, and I'm 60% in, so I don't know if it's like a slower burn. I didn't know, like, if you're telling me that you wrote a mystery and then you specify that it's Dr. Spencer Reed coded, I'm expecting some good times. I'm expecting some, oh, Reed, you know, like something. I'm expecting something. I'm pretty sure that this arc is like little to no spice, and like it's fine. I don't need to have sex in my books. I don't need to have spice in my books, but I was kind of expecting spice. So I don't know. It's hella slow burn. So we'll see. It's interesting. I'm enjoying it so far. So yeah, those are my reading plans. I got a couple of books in May that I need to get done. I still need to do When We Were Killers, My Father Always Finds Butt Corpses, Whispers of Dead Girls. I've got a couple of arcs to get through. So these next like 2-3 weeks, I'm just going to be focusing on reading and enjoying life. So yeah, we're all caught up. It's 1 a.m. I have a nail appointment in the morning because I broke a nail. So I'm going to go get my nails done. I have to figure out what I want to do. So I'm probably going to spend a little bit of time on Pinterest looking at nail designs and reading, and then I'm probably gonna head to bed because my nail appointment is in the morning, and then I will see you later, hopefully with some more reading update. Bye. Hi, welcome back. I'm still working on my books. I haven't made any progress in the Library of the Dead just because I was out and about all day, and I'm reading that on a 24-hour readathon, so I needed that to like keep track of the time. So I haven't really made any progress in that, but I got my nails done, and while I was there I got some more progress on Aftermath by M.K. Ahern. I am close to finishing. I'm 74% in, 223 pages. It's not bad. There just isn't a lot like happening. It's very slow burn. There's not any spice. It's a non-spice romance thriller, or I guess more romantic suspense. They have started putting together all of their clues from her research and his experience in order to try and figure out who the bad guy is, and they've like narrowed it down to a location that the bad guy is like using as hunting grounds. So we're getting there, but like I'm 74% into the book and it's already a slow burn. When are we gonna get to the meat and potatoes? I'm 74% in. 20% more is 24%, like 26%. I'm 26% away from the end of this book, and I don't have a clear line of sight to the conclusion. So I'm a little confused. Also, I got approved for another arc, Death at the Luau. Okay, so I got approved for Death at the Luau by Mimi Gunn. This is a Marta Loop mystery. It's supposed to be kind of a standalone. It's the second in a series, but you didn't need to read the first one to read it. And I got approved for this art from Sunny Bait PR, so I'm kind of excited about this. But essentially, this is supposed to be like about a girl who goes to a wedding in Hawaii, and somebody gets got. Yeah, so Louise is attending her best friend's wedding in Hawaii as a getaway for their hectic lives and a way to the relationship between her and her policeman boyfriend Greg. But then a wedding guest turns up dead and suspects begin to pile up, and now Louise and Greg must race against time to catch the murderer before the killer claims another victim. So, sounds like fun. It seems short. I can't find a page count. Oh my god, does nobody know how long this book is gonna be? Oh well, I guess we'll find out together. I'm also currently reading Loving Ohio. Yeah, Loving Ohio. Matthew Ehrman. It's a graphic novel. I don't know what it's about, but like I am on page 17, so I'm not even like super far into it. And it's so creepy. Like essentially it's these group of teens and somebody's coming for them. And then they're talking about like how so-and-so just disappeared. They just kind of draw onto themselves until they disappear because the man came for them. And then he's like, I'm ready. Like, I knew the day that he would come for me before he came for me. And like, when I tell you, this is the creepiest thing I think I've ever fucking seen. Like, are you joking? Are you joking? I literally jump scared when I read it. I was like, yo, I don't even want to leave it on my computer screen for that long. Like, it's literally fucking terrifying. It's terrifying. Oh my god. I'm so excited to see what's going on with this. But May is so arc heavy. Like, yo, I have this. I have Aftermath. I have Thrift Places. I have like 2 more Starving Saints. I've got something else. Homemaker comes out on the 1st. Like, there's so many books to read, and I just haven't been able to wrap my mind around setting aside time to just sit down and read because everything is just so fucking cooked. And I just, like, I wish I could pretend like everything was fine like all of these other people seem to be doing, but like my mind literally just doesn't work like that. And then once I get thinking on one thing, it's one string after another string after another string, and then I'm just down this like primordial soup of despair and betrayal, and I am having a hard time even protesting through reading. I literally just kind of sit and rock and think about what is occurring that they aren't telling you. I think about the injustices of the people that they are picking up. I am thinking about the fact that if everything was so real and so true and they really believed that they were doing was correct, why are they wearing masks? Like, I'm having a hard time, y'all. I'm having a hard time. And meanwhile, he's out golfing. I don't know. I'm sure there was something else I wanted to talk to you about, but I can't remember. So I'll just see you when I see you next. Without, stay strong. Hey, welcome back. It is Wednesday, and I have some updates. So a little bit ago, I finished The Magicians, and I loved it. So I bought it. So this is my copy. It's beautiful. It's got like 3D Rizzo kind of art vibes. Like, it's just so pretty. I had such a fun time reading it, and I knew it was a book that I wanted to have on my shelf. So now I have my own copy. I had so much fun. I finished a book today. I finished I Am the Swarm by Haley Chewins. Looks like that. I'll put like a better picture up. It's 4 hours and 2 minutes and 9 seconds long, and I finished it in 2 hours and 12 minutes. I really enjoyed this. It was kind of heavy. It's essentially about a girl who has an older sister, and the older sister kind of eclipses everything in her life. She doesn't really get listened to. Nobody really seems to care. She feels very lonely. And they all of the women in her family have magical powers. Like, her mother changes ages. Like, one day she'll be 30, one day she'll be 12, one day she'll be 16. And sometimes she's multiple ages within the same day. And then her older sister, Mora, her blood sings, like actually sings, like her blood is musical. And the only way anybody can hear it is if she bloodlets. So she is a cutter. And then for Nell, her own magic arrived, and it's insects that are indicative of her emotional state. So like butterflies, roaches, beetles, wasps, so forth and so on. A lot of heavy topics occur in these like 4 hours. It's written in verse. It's a lot of feminist rage. It was very good in that aspect. I enjoyed the book, but I would not call it a good time. It is full of heavy topics, and it is rough. It's a rough. I wound up giving it 4 carrots. I would like to see what else comes from this author, because I love books written in verse. This is like the second one that I have read in this vein. The first one being like Medusa something. I'll put it up here when I remember it. But I really enjoyed it. So now I kind of every now and again get the urge for something poetic, and I look for novels in verse. So yeah. Finished that. I did enjoy my time with it. I'm still working on Aftermath by M.K. Ahern. I'm getting closer to the end though. I'm 85. Yeah, I'm 85% in now. I started another graphic novel, Teen Titans Go to the Library. Don't really need to say anything else. I am 33% into this. Essentially, Raven just wants to have some time to herself, some peace and quiet. And the team comes distract her at the library. She does a spell goes awry, and they all end up in books. And they essentially have to get their way out. It's very cute. I am 53 pages in out of 160. I am enjoying it. The art is not as good as the cartoon. But I am enjoying my time. With it getting closer to like the middle of May, I am going to start focusing on the arcs that are coming due. I have Trouble is My Business, which is a graphic novel. I have Whispers of Dead Girls. I have My Father Always Finds Corpses. I have Starving Saints. And I think there's one more. So I have a few. June is packed. July is packed. August is still kind of packed. I only have like 2 books for September. And I think I only have like 2 books for October. So what I'm hoping is that it'll start to taper down, and I don't think that I'm going to request any more arcs for the year, just so I can focus on what I have. And then I think for 2026 I'm going to focus on my physical TBR. I am looking for a TBR jar. That's like my vibe. I want to write down all of my physical books that I have, because there are a lot. I just bought, and didn't read any, so I have a lot of catching up to do. So I would like to do that and like maybe get that started. So I don't know, maybe since I'm not requesting anything in November, December, or January, maybe those will be the months that I start my like physical TBR breakdown. I don't know. But yeah, I wanted to come in and tell you guys about what I've been reading, get you all caught up, and I did. So I'll see you next time. Peace. Hey, it's like 3 a.m. I should be in bed, but I just finished Aftermath. I'm giving it 2.75 carats. I thought that the mystery was very elementary. I knew who did it almost immediately. The book is non-spice, which is fine. Like, I don't have a problem reading a romance without spice, but the romance was very lackluster. It was very, like, puppy love, and for them to be, like, full-grown adults, it just didn't really make sense. Like, they were acting like long distance isn't a thing that exists, and it was very annoying for a very large percentage of the book. I rounded it up to 3, just because I liked the ending, but it was very slow moving, and the pacing just really didn't work for me, and I just expect a little bit more excitement in my romantic thrillers. So you win some, you lose some, but it's finished. It's off my list. Another arc down. And now we're moving on to some new things. I am reading quite a few things right now, so bear with me. I am starting The Starving Saints by Caitlin Starling. That's my new arc. I am 15% through The Library of the Dead by T.L. Huchu. I'm 32% into Teen Titans Go to the Library. I'm 24% into Liar's Beach, which I started today. I'm 8% in Loving Ohio. I am 35% into a graphic novel arc. It's called Raymond Chandler's Trouble is My Business. And I'm 6% into The Resurrectionist by A. Ray Dunlap. So I'm reading quite a bit of things. I got a couple things on audio. I got a couple physical things. I got a couple things on the Kindle. I am moving and shaking. Me and the crew went to go see Final Destination Bloodlines tonight. It was really, really good. I had a lot of fun. It's been a long time since I've seen a scary movie in theaters. I think the last one was Scream. So it was a fun time. You should definitely go check it out. I saw Sinners, but I don't really consider Sinners to be a scary movie. Just in case you're trying to say something about that. But yeah, I think that's everything. So I will hop back in when I have more updates or more things to tell you. Bye! Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Gabs, this is the Inkbunnie, and I think this is going to be the last clip to round out this vlog. I've got a little bit to catch up on. So, went to the City Flea this weekend and stopped by Meg's little library. She had a booth, and I got this shirt, and it says, "Born to Read, Forced to Work." It's so true. As soon as I saw it, I knew I had to have it. And then I got a bunch of other things. So there's a shop called, well, actually, let me show you the rest of the things that I got from Meg's Little Library. So I got the shirt, And then I got 2 bookmarks. Hot Girls Love Smut. And this really pretty like coquette bow one. So I'm very excited about that. And then I got the shirt. She was so lovely. I had a wonderful time there. Then I came across, I think it's called Pop Rocket Creations. Hold on, I got their sticker. Yeah. Pop Rocket Creations. And from there, I got some pens and a hoodie, which I left downstairs. I have a picture of it. I'll insert it here. And then I got this really adorable pennant that says, "Let's watch spooky movies." I'm going to put it on my pin board when it arrives. Mothman Club hoodie. And I got a pen that's already on my pin bag. It's that one right there that's fallen apparently. And it says Creature of the Night. So I thought that was very cute. And then while I have my pin bag up, I got 2 pens from Midnight Oil Goods. So I got this Scooby-Doo-esque like ghost sticker, ghost on a motorcycle sticker. And then I got oil lantern and this heart, anatomical heart. I have a thing for anatomical hearts. I don't know why. I don't know what that says about me, but I really like it. And then I got some earrings, and I got this really cute carrot pendant to like wear on a necklace by Tara Twine. She hand makes these, and I was like, oh my god, it's a carrot, I have to have it. So I did. And then I went to the shop, and they were essentially just selling like jewelry, Blanche & Co. So I got 2 really cute earring sets because I love wearing earrings. So I got these pretty like hearts, and I got these like pretty ornate bauble ones. So yeah, so that's what I got from City Fleet. And then bought an egg chair for the patio. It's beautiful. I've already sat in it. I've already read in it. I already have plans to like absolutely overhaul it. It's immaculate. I'll put a picture of it up here. And then I picked up some build kits because I want to build some more things. So I picked up this one, which is a miniature house, and it says Sam's Study, but it looks like a little bookstore. So yeah, I'm very excited to build that. It'll be my first like serious miniature. And then I got some more Pokemon build kits from Arcade Legacy. So I got a Piplup, I got a Quaxley, and I got a Tepig, and I got it. And if you'll notice, I got 2 water types and 1 fire type because I already have a Scorbunny. So I'm gonna build these, and then they'll hang out with Scorbunny, and I'm so excited. Okay, reading wise, I'm in the midst of like 2 arcs. I'm working on The Starving Saints by Caitlin Starling. I am 6% in. It is very heavy, not in topic, but in word choice. It's very dense. I've been reading it for the last couple of days, and I don't know how long it is. I don't know how it's set up. I don't know anything. I'm essentially 3 chapters in. You're essentially strongholded in this house with like a mad woman, which I'm assuming is like an alchemist, and this king, and the king is essentially like, she's our miracle woman. She needs to make something out of nothing, otherwise everyone in the castle will starve. The castle is like under siege. That's literally all I know. 6% in. I am currently 73% into Raymond Chandler's Trouble Is My Business, which they made into a graphic novel. I'm 73% in. I'm almost done. I am enjoying it. It's not formatted properly for my Kindle, even though it said send to Kindle. So I've been reading it in NetGalley's Reader online. It's not bad. It's just not my preferred way to read. One of the things that I love about the Kobo and the Kindle is that they're e-ink, so they're easier on my eyes. Reading on my tablet or my computer or my laptop for long periods of time really just fatigue my eyes, and seeing as reading, photography, and gaming are three of my biggest hobbies, I want to keep my eyes as healthy as possible for as long as possible. So this ain't cutting it, chief. I'm trying to think of anything else. I've been listening to an audiobook. It's called Liar's Beach. I'm almost 50% into that. Somebody isn't dead, but they're gravely injured. We're starting to put together clues. It seems like Holiday is our sleuth. I really like her. There's this quote where he says, the main character says something like, girls love a douchebag, like, what can you do? And then Holiday is like, do you believe that? Like, do you actually believe that? Or is it just that men don't know how to take rejection and work on themselves, so they continue to drag down the woman that they're with, even though, like, to make themselves feel better? It's some kind of quote like that. I fucking love Holiday. Love her. And I hope she's going to be in the second book, Hemlock, because she's amazing. I feel like I had more things to tell you about, but honestly, I cannot remember them now. So I think that might be it. Alrighty. Oh, last thing I remember. So back in March, because I read Boys with Sharp Teeth by Jenny Cowell, and there was that beautiful edition in that box, I ordered it in March. Nobody said that the box wouldn't ship until May. So ordered it in March, waited all through April for something. Then, like a week ago, it tells me, your box has been shipped. It's on its way. And it will arrive on the 23rd. That's literally a week away from the end of May. Thank God I already read the book, because guess what? I haven't requested any more arcs. I'm not even looking at NetGalley. Like, I'm focused on trying to finish the arcs that I have for the rest of the year and be done with it. Okay, so I've been seeing lots of the book girlies have like a TBR jar, and I have a gigantic physical TBR. There are over 412 books in my house that are unread, so I would like to start like breaking that down a little bit. I've been doing pretty good. I haven't bought anything since The Picture of Dorian Gray, and I hadn't bought any books before that in a while, but it's still an outrageous amount. It's like 412 books. So I decided that I would get a TBR jar, and isn't it just like so obviously me? Like the little bunny ears for the Inkbunnie. So it is a bit small, but because I wrote it so tiny, I think it'll be okay. But yeah, essentially I'm going to continue to mood read until about the end of October probably, because October is the last month that I have arcs for, and then for November and December I will be pulling books from the TBR jar to start whittling down our physical TBR. I'm very excited. It's just so cute. I love the little ears. I love like the gold detailing. It's just so freaking cute. So yeah, that was the last thing I wanted to tell you. See you next time. Bye. Welcome back. I think this will be the final clip. I know that in the last clip I talk about it being the final clip, but my Owlcrate finally arrived. I ordered this at the end of March, mind you, the end of March, and it's now the middle to end of May. Yeah, but it's finally here. So I would do an unboxing, but when it arrived, somebody had already opened it. Yeah, gotta love humanity. So now that the box is open, let's go ahead and go over everything that came in it. Owlcrate box. This is the Dark Academia box. And it says that your Owlcrate exclusive edition includes an exclusive redesigned dust jacket, a reversible dust jacket, a printed hard case, a foiled end pages, stenciled edges, signed by the author on a page designed. An author letter is bound into the book. Bonus content is bound into the book, and the book has a ribbon bookmark. I got the box and not just the book, so it also includes a folding hand mirror inspired by the picture of Dorian Gray, a tea set, which has like cups and pot. Yeah, so it contains a tea strainer, teapot, teacup, and saucer inspired by If We Were Villains. It has a pen set inspired by the Scholomance series, and it has a Hampton College tote bag inspired by The Secret History, and a locking journal inspired by Babel by R.F. Kuang. So let's open everything. Okay, so the first thing I'm picking up is the book itself. So this is what it looks like. Boys with Sharp Teeth by Jenny Howe. And then that's its spine. And then that's the back. And it says Memento Mori, Didesco Mori. Okay, so let's open it. Okay. Oh, it has some things on the actual spine. So writing there, there, and there. The top says non-deficient. The middle says death is the easiest thing in the world. And the bottom says non-debilitaire. So, it's so pretty. And then we open it. And that's what it looks like. Oh my god, those end pages. Oh! Okay, so that's what the actual cover looks like. There are illustrated end pages. It's got a handwritten letter and signature. That's awesome. And oh, there's like excerpts and stuff from journals in the back that wasn't there in the arc that I read. And it has a ribbon bookmark. So this is what it looks like. And then it's a reversible dust jacket. So this is what one side looks like. And then this is what the other side looks like. It's so pretty. Oh my god. The next thing I want to open is the Babel inspired locking journal. Oh, it's leather. And it's the lock instructions. And then the back says, we're here to make magic with words. And then this is what the front looks like. And the lock. You push it back and it unlocks. And the thing that I love the most about this is that it comes out of its journal piece. So even when this journal is done, I can use this on something else. Little stampy book with flowers and ivy leaves on it. Dope! Okay. The next thing is the folding hand mirror. How's it fold? Oh. Okay, so this is the hand mirror. And it says to define is to limit. Oh! And then it's got really pretty on the back, and this folds like this, and then it'll sit on something. Oh my god, it's so pretty. The next thing in there is our tea. This is caffeinated tea, and this is inspired by the Dead Poets Society. I don't really drink tea, so I'm probably gonna give this to Boy Wonder. It says that the flavor is black tea, rose hips, cocoa nibs, whiskey flavor, lapsang souchong tea, natural caramel flavor, natural hazelnut flavor, natural candy apple flavor, natural vanilla flavor, blue cornflowers, and cinnamon chip. It says that it's gluten-free, sugar-free, nut, and dairy-free, but it says it's got hazelnut flavor in it. Is hazelnut not a nut? I've been avoiding it all my life because I have a nut allergy, but if it's not actually a nut, I feel kind of stupid. Interesting. Who knew? Okay, so Boy Wonder's got some tea. And then I've got a pen from the Scholomance series. I'm not sure what that is, but it's got this really pretty design on it. And then the pen comes out. It's a really nice, like, holder. And then you just turn it. Then we have our tote bag. It's pretty. It says Hampton College Classics Department, and then the back says Beauty is Terror, and this is inspired by The Secret History by Donna Tartt. I don't know if I'm ever going to read that though. I don't actually like Donna Tartt, but this tote bag is pretty cool. It's like a perfect size for like a book and a Kindle and something else. All right, the piece de resistance. The tea says, transport yourself into the depths of the Delaware Shakespeare Conservatory with this tea set inspired by If We Were Villains. This gorgeous gilded portable tea set, portable, collect it, has been lovingly illustrated by Niall C. Grant and contains a tea strainer, teapot, teacup, and saucer, all designed to stack together. All right, let's open it. Oh, I can already tell it's gonna be pretty. Okay, so this is our saucer. Oh my god! Oh my god, it's so pretty! Oh my god. Okay, so this has got to be the teapot itself. And the teacup. Okay. Oh my god. Look at the swords. Oh my god. Okay. Let me hold on to this so I can take this off without destroying anything. Okay. Per aspera ad astra on the lid. Oh my god, you guys. That's our strainer. Oh my god, it's so fucking pretty. Oh, that's our teacup. This is our teacup. This is our teapot. This is our tea strainer. And this is our teapot lid. And then everything goes. Oh my god, it's beautiful. I don't even drink tea, but it's so fucking pretty. Oh my god. Stop. Oh my god. Am I about to order another Owlcrate? Am I about to be a bookish box girly? Oh my god, my wallet is so bad. Oh my god, everything is so perfect. All right, I can't even. It's great. I'm fucking speechless. I'll say goodbye later. I can't even contemplate right now. Bye. Okay, so this is a flat lay attempt of what was in my Dark Academia box. The only thing that wasn't in the box is this copy of If We Were Villains. Hi! Welcome back to my channel. This is the last clip of this vlog. This will be ending May. There's another week of May. But this will be the last clip that I do, and then the last week of May will just be in my first June vlog. I dyed my hair the other day. The hair color that I picked up is called Lavender, and it ended up like this, which isn't bad. Like, I hate it. It's just I was expecting lavender to be a much lighter purple. And this is like very blue, but maybe it's just me. Last night I finished Whispers of Dead Girls by Marley Bush. I gave it 4.75 carat. It essentially follows a teacher who had a older sister who passed when they were kids. And she kind of doesn't tell you what happened between her and the sister, just that, like, she died. And she has this thing about power imbalance. So, like, she has a specific, like, eyeball on how, like, certain teachers interact with students and so forth and so on. So there's a girl that winds up dead, and she realizes that the teacher next to her was the girl's coach. Then that girl's friend goes missing and hasn't been found for a while, and she also had to do with that teacher. So now she's keeping an eye on the teacher, and there's a new girl, her name is Olivia, and she thinks that the teacher is being inappropriate with her. She takes her findings to the principal, who essentially fucking laughs her out of the room. Like, even if it wasn't true, don't act like it can't happen. Like, why wouldn't you at least take into consideration what she's saying and, like, keep a close watch on the teacher, you know? But it's very much like a boys club, and it really just kind of pissed me off. So the book was essentially a 5-star all the way up until, like, the last maybe 10%. The plot twist was a great plot twist. I don't hate the plot twist. I don't hate how the book was pulled together, and I don't hate the conclusion. I think that the story is very well done. It's very well paced. It felt super fast, but super good. Like, it didn't feel rushed. It was just fast paced. And then we get to our plot twist, we get to our conclusion, and while I thoroughly enjoyed it, if you contemplate it within the entire context of the novel, which I can't really get into because it would be spoilers, it just feels like it slightly takes the foot off of the gas of men abusing the power that they have in certain positions. It just kind of feels like it lightens that a little bit. It's like, oh, you know, well, yeah, he did that, but at least he didn't do this, you know? And it's kind of like, yeah, I mean, he killed them, but at least he didn't stab and brutalize the bodies. Like, where are we drawing the line here? The line's already been crossed by what he did. So why would anything else occurring outside of him suddenly soften what he already passed the line? Like, this is the line. This is him. Just because he didn't keep going doesn't mean he didn't already, like, you know what I mean? And that, personally, to me, kind of felt like a softening of responsibility, and it really turned me off. I don't think that the author intended that, and I don't think that the story intends that. I think that is a personal response to the events of the conclusion, which brought down the rest of it. But, like, literally, it brought it down only a little bit. Like, I still thoroughly enjoyed everything else. I am just tired of men in power abusing their station and getting away with it, and women often being the victim of that power imbalance. And I'm not even 34 yet. So, yeah. But I finished it last night. It was really, really good. I am starting a few other books. I'm starting Homemaker. I'm like 10 pages into that. And then I am starting My Father Always Finds Corpses by Lee Hollis. I'm like 5% into this. This is interesting. I love books that have to do with media, so movies, theaters, plays. I love when, like, the theater is one of the mainstays of the mystery. Like, oh, an actress has a stalker, or oh, this teen group decides to work on the school play, and then suddenly everyone starts dropping dead. Like, that those are buzzwords for me. So when I saw this cover and I saw that there was going to be a mystery, I was there. So when the book starts, you're essentially in this what I originally thought was like an episode of a television program. It's very much giving like Murder, She Wrote, Miss Marple vibes, but it's a play. And the main characters are based on like Agatha Christie. So I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this, and it's very, very fast. Goodreads says that it's only got like 288 pages or something in it. So hopefully I can get this done, and I can come back and maybe finish When We Were Killers. Those are like the main arcs for May, and I still have like a week and change. And it's a holiday weekend, so I get an extra day to read. I got an email. I got approved for Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson. I already bought the book. And I actually have a author of it with Holly in July, I think. So it'll be cool to have read the book before I get there, so I can ask her, like, you know what I mean? I won't spoil it, since I'll probably be one of the few people in that like setting that had read the book other than Miss Jackson herself. And I definitely don't want to spoil a book before it even starts for other people. That's just sacrilegious. But yeah, I think that'll give me an interesting like dichotomy for the conversation, and I'm super fucking stoked. I can't believe I got a Holly Jackson arc. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, I feel like that's it. That's peak for my book fluencer, book critic career. Like that, I know that's pretty tops. But yeah, I think that's everything. I'm Gabs, this is the Inkbunnie, and I will see you next time. Sleuth out. Welcome back. So I know I said the last clip was gonna be the last clip, but I went outside today, so I thought I would tell you about it. So we went to the Taste. It was a hot mess. We even went later. Like, we were like, oh, lots of people go during the day because it won't be as hot. So if we go later, it'll probably be like, you know, no. Everybody and grandma was still there. Everybody was still fucking rude. Lines were still hella long. Nothing was organized. It was the usual. I don't even think we got there until about a little after 7. It's a hot fucking mess. They have these booths, and then you would get in line at the booths, but there's no structure to the lines. So there were lines going like this, lines going like that. Nobody knew who was in a line and who wasn't. There was just people standing in the middle of the street. Like, it was a hot fucking mess. When I tell you, I almost snatched a couple people up because they ain't have no common sense. It was rough. We stopped at a couple of different booths. The first one was G's Caribbean Kitchen. That shit was so good. We got the jerk chicken Alfredo. That was bomb. 5 carats. And then we went somewhere else. And then we went to Alfio's Buon Cebu. It was so good. We got a Korean pork barbecue empanada. We got a street corn chicken empanada. And we got a braised short rib over gnocchi. The empanadas were super fucking good. They were like delicious. Boy Wonder really liked the braised short rib over gnocchi. But the gnocchi was like wet. It was just like wet bread in my mouth. I was not a fan. The short rib was delicious though. And yeah, that was pretty much it. There was another place we tried to go, Sweets and Meats Barbecue. So we're in this line, and there is a sign on the side, and it says, we are out of rib tips. Cool. We get a little further down the line. Another sign goes up right underneath the rib tips, talking about they are out of the pulled pork. Cool. That means there's one more item and then there's mac. So we finally get up to the front and she's like, I'm so sorry. The only thing we have is mac and cheese. So you put those signs up and just didn't think to update the signs any further. You weren't like, maybe they should know that the only thing we have is fucking mac and cheese. Like, come the fuck on, man. People are jostling us. People are cutting through the line. The line is split. People are smoking. Like, it was a hot mess express. But it's always nice to go out with family and hang out and enjoy your city even when it's a hot mess express. So I did that. I did start reading Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson. I just read a couple of pages in. Our main character, Jet, is like the family screw up. I don't know why yet. But she's very, like, abrasive. And I don't know if that's on purpose. Like, I don't know if it's just because the people she was talking to are rude to her, so she's, like, automatically abrasive. Like, I don't know, but Jet needs to chill. She needs to chill. Because right now, I do not like her. So, we'll see. That'll be the first time I didn't like a Holly Jackson character. We'll see. I don't know. I didn't really care for, I didn't really like Annabelle at first either. So, I'll give it a little bit. But, I am interested in seeing where we go and meeting, like, the crew and what's gonna happen. So, that's fun. 2 chapters into My Father Always Finds Corpses now, so chugging right along. And yeah, I'm updating the blog. I have a spooky spring recommendations post coming up. By the time you see this, it'll be out. I ordered some special editions. I know I literally just talked about how I hadn't ordered any books, and I haven't. I've been doing a very good job of not ordering books. But they're really, really, really pretty editions, and they're one of a kind. And once I get them, I'm probably not going to buy books for a while because I'll be too busy reading them, right? So, yeah, this is truly it. Truly it. Next time you see me, it's going to be a new vlog. Okay, last part. I forgot to tell you that I got a package from Penguin Random House. And I got a finished hardcover copy of the arc that I just finished. Raymond Chandler's Trouble Is My Business. Like, y'all, it's beautiful. Like, please. I have my own copy. They sent me my own copy. It's so wild. So I'm just popping in to show you this. Alright, and now I'm leaving. Bye.